Leo, and welcome to your spiritual reading for the end of June, and of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Leo placements, but if for some reason, if this reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And also, I'd like to quickly mention that if you ever want to book a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book a reading straight through my Etsy shop, and I currently offer about 8 listings, so definitely check them out if you ever feel guided to do so. But without further ado, let's get into your reading. So as always, I'm going to start by pulling what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, what's rooting you, recent past, and what you need to know. Okay, so at your center is the Four of Wands. It's a beautiful energy to have at the center. Crossing that is the Empress. Crowning this, what is crowning Leo at this time? We have the Moon. So far we have Aries energy with that Four of Wands. Empress is Libra and Taurus. The Moon is Cancer and Pisces. For me specifically, the Sun, there you are, Leo, beautiful. Sorry, Four of Wands is Aries. I don't know why I said Leo. I just did Aries' reading, so apologies. Okay, recent past is the Eight of Wands. What you need to know is the Five of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. So I feel like your fortune has recently changed. Your life has recently changed. It's currently still in a transformation of sorts, but a lot of unexpected changes are happening either within you or outside of you. So let's go ahead and clarify that and see if we can get a little bit more specific as to what's changing in your life. I definitely feel like it's a spiritual transformation. Luck is on your side. I feel that maybe you have been getting a short end of the stick for quite some time, and finally you are having good fortune. Like things are just working out in your favor, and that could even catch you off guard. You're kind of thinking like, where is this good luck coming from? Yeah, we have the Moon with the Queen of Swords. So then we have the Knight of Cups over here. So I feel that we do have the Moon over there as well. So what I'm feeling here is that you've been going through some type of darkness within yourself, whether it's self-limiting beliefs, paranoias, fears, what have you. With that Queen of Swords, I feel like you've been hurt a lot. So you've created this wall of defense, this defense mechanism. And I'm kind of getting a very guarded energy from you. It's like you don't really want to let people in. You keep your emotions to yourself, although you have many, many emotions. Leos are very emotional. So I definitely feel like you're someone who wears their heart in their sleeve with that Knight of Cups as well. But with the Queen of Swords, it's like you've had to kind of tuck your heart away. You know, you kind of had to like protect yourself. Maybe you have air in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you had to tap more into that part of yourself where air signs are more detached and logical. And if you're someone who's emotional, that could be hard for you, but maybe you did it as a defense mechanism. But with the Wheel, it's like that's all starting to change. You're starting to become your true self again, even if it means being an emotional mess, as maybe you can be. You know, I feel that whatever it was that hurt you, that made you become a closed book, that's all changing now. You're starting to open yourself up more and become your true self. It's like you had to close yourself up for protection, but now you're starting to understand that although you could still protect yourself, keep yourself, you know, set boundaries. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, although you know how to protect yourself and set boundaries, there also has to be a balance within opening yourself up and allowing yourself to be vulnerable and not be so cold-hearted, because that's not you. You're someone who is very, very loving and very emotional, has a very huge heart. So for you to have closed your heart up, something pretty bad had to happen. But I think that's changing. You're healing from that wound. With that Moon, I feel like there was a wound that happened here. And with that Queen of Swords, it's like someone did something to you and it made you close yourself up. So again, that's what's changing. So I love that. Okay, so what's at your center? We have the Four of Wands. So there is something that you're feeling successful about. You feel like you've created some type of success in your life. Your achievement has been achieved, and you've been working hard towards this. This is something that you've been diligently working on. And now you're finally able to celebrate the benefits of that. I do feel like you've been spending a lot of time with family and friends and celebrating your wins with them. The Four of Wands, I also feel like you've created some type of stability within yourself that maybe was lacking back in the day. I don't know why that came through to me, back in the day. Maybe that's something you say, I don't know. But maybe you grew up in a household too where you didn't really were allowed to celebrate your successes. Maybe you kept everything to yourself because other people just weren't happy for you. But with the Four of Wands, I feel like the people that you currently have in your life now are people who are very much happy for you. So I do love that. I feel that if you have family issues, they're starting to get better. That's what's changing too. And that could be where the wounds are stemmed from. It could be family issues. Definitely feeling a mother with the Empress there, which we'll get into in a second. But I feel like you created a home for yourself. If you come from a dysfunctional home, I feel like as an adult now, you are starting to create that home for yourself. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands. Yeah, I feel like Nine of Swords. I feel like no one was ever there for you, Leo. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. With the Queen of Cups and Three of Wands, it's like you were always waiting for someone to be there for you. Yeah, you could have an absent mother. I'm sorry, I don't want to get that deep, but it's what's coming forward. But yeah, it's like you're waiting for an apology from this Queen of Cups. It could be a mother. That's what I'm feeling with the Empress as well. And the Nine of Swords, it's like whenever you had a bad situation in your life, it's like nobody was ever there for you, and you always waited for someone to be there for you. And that's how it felt. It's like you always waited, and waited. But I think you're done waiting. You're now starting to take matters into your own life, into your own hands, and you're starting to understand that you shouldn't wait around for anyone to give you anything. And it's not coming from a place of hatred. It's just coming from a place of peace and acceptance that if a certain individual isn't going to give you what you want, you're not going to wait around on it forever, because it's only hurting you in the end with the Nine of Swords. And you don't want to live in this fear and this mess in your mind that you could have created because of a certain individual. It's like you want to release yourself from that attachment of waiting for someone to do something. Like a mother, like if you had mother issues, it's like you're no longer waiting on your mother to act a certain way or say something that you feel like will heal you, because maybe they're just so far gone that they're never going to do that. And it's not fair to you to always wait for that. That's kind of what I'm feeling there. It's like you've created enough success and happiness in your life that you don't really need anyone to fill something in you. It's like you're doing it yourself. So you should be proud of yourself, because I think you're taking it upon yourself to really do the work and heal yourself and find happiness and joy in your life, no matter how hard your upbringing could have been or how much people could have disappointed you. So what's crossing you is the Empress. So yeah, this is the maternal figure that I'm feeling. I feel like your mother wasn't there for you. And it could be like a pattern. It's like their mother wasn't there for them, and you know, just keeps going over and over like that. It's like there's a lack of a mother figure here. There's a lack of a Empress in your life, someone who nurtured you, made you feel at home, made you feel safe. And I feel like you're saying, like, that really messed me up, that closed me up, that made me close myself up. And you could still be struggling with that, but you're understanding it a little bit better. You know, you're not holding so much resentment towards your mother or whoever this Empress is for you. The Sun, yeah, it's like you could have tied your happiness to this person, to your mother. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. Try not to get emotional here, because this energy feels very heavy. It's like You just wanted to be happy. It's like your inner child needed this from your mother. And it's like your inner child never healed from that. Like you as an adult could have healed from this, but your inner child is having a really hard time with it. Ten of Pentacles, it's like you just wanted stability in your life. Like if you do come from a dysfunctional home, you could have siblings and your sibling feels the same way. And I feel like this connection or this situation brought you and your siblings closer because it's something you both can relate to, or you all can relate to, and at least you have your siblings. And that could be the people that you're spending time with now and celebrating with now. If the mother is absent, or if there is some type of, disconnect. But with the Sun, I'm getting like an inner child healing. It's like, this is all you needed to be happy. And I feel like that's all you think you needed to be happy. And yeah, sometimes it's true, right? Like all we need is a mother's love to be happy. Some of you could have been raised by a grandmother, or your grandmother was more in your life than your mother. And you're very thankful to your grandmother for that reason. And I feel like you've had to do a lot of work in order to heal from that so that you wouldn't carry resentment in your heart. But there is like unfinished business here. I feel like there is something that you either want to say to your mother or you want them to say to you. And, you could do all the healing in your life, but something is always going to feel like it could have been better, or they could have at least said sorry, or, maybe just affection from them could have changed it for you. What's crowning this is the moon. So this is kind of where I feel that that darkness comes glooming back into your life. As much as you are trying to do the work and your waking life during the day, like at night, I feel like that's when the emotions hit you the hardest. And that's where it gets really tricky for you. But I do see that you're pushing through and you're feeling hopeful about it. But you're also not going to ignore the elephant in the room, that when you feel down in the dumps, it's because of this situation. You're healing that wound. Like I said, it's like a wound that is still being worked on. Yeah, Nine of Cups, but it's coming up as a crossing energy. Okay, it fell like this. And then we have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this has been incredibly heavy for you, burdensome. It's like you feel like you've carried the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I feel like you took on the responsibility of your family, like your siblings or something like that. Maybe you were the oldest and you had to, you didn't have a choice. And that burden still feels heavy on you. With the Nine of Cups here, it's like you never really got what you wanted. And you're still hoping for that. You're still hoping for a change. And with that Wheel of Fortune, I'm telling you, everything is going to change. It is. So just keep having faith. Keep, attune yourself to the future if the past is too scary for you. And if in the present moment it still kind of psychs you out. If looking into the future is going to help you, then do that. Okay. I know people always say to live in the present, but sometimes even our present is too hard. So do whatever feels right for you. Because with the Nine of Cups here coming as a crossing energy like this, it's like you fear that you may never get what you want. And that, all your hard work was for nothing. But that's just kind of a fear at night, especially where, we're in our emotions and our, the dark energies like to come out at night. So I think it's just a fear that you're working towards removing in your mind. Because at the end of the day, I do get a very confident energy from you that you do know you can have whatever you want, whatever you manifest and is set in a good intention, right? But you do struggle with it a little bit. It's like you go back and forth with it. So what's beautiful is that what's reading you is the sun. You're finding yourself, your truth. You're glowing right now. everything is becoming illuminated to you. Where in the darkness, that fear and doubt creeps in, during the day you could feel like top notch. It's like you feel at your best. So just go with that. You know, honor those feelings at night if they do come in, and just know that they're just temporary, that the morning will soon come. This looks very similar to this one too. So very much a celebration here. A lot to be thankful for, a lot to be hopeful for. I am seeing a lot of family time, a lot of family and friends time. So maybe that's something that really means a lot to you, family and friends, gatherings of that sort, celebrating. I feel like there is a lot that you're happy about, but that could be why these wounds are being triggered in you. It's because I feel like you're about to hit a really big stroke of luck, really big stroke of success. And you're going to look around and you're going to be very happy, but then that one person, if it's your mother, like if they're not there, or if you never received their approval, or you never felt like you made them proud, like that's going to be something that's really going to hit you hard. So just be prepared for that if that's something in your subconscious that has been bothering you. And just know that your successes don't mean anything less without the approval of someone else. Okay? Because I do feel like you're going to be very, very successful very soon. But there's going to be like one little thing that's going to bother you, that someone wasn't there for you. So just try not to let that get to you, because I feel like you have a lot to be happy for. But you know, easier said than done. So I totally understand that. Four of Wands, beautiful. Yeah, it's like you're going to create the happy home life that perhaps you never had. You're going to create it for yourself. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you had to raise yourself. I don't know why I'm feeling this. Like you had to take care of everyone else. A lot was taken from you. You could have been robbed of your childhood. You never had a childhood. And if, you know, you did, it was just very bad. But you're giving yourself this happy home life. You're giving yourself this stability, this dream, because you went after it. You chased after it. I feel that you're going to be in a happy relationship with a certain person as well. Like you're going to have it all. You know, so there's going to be a lot for you to be thankful about, but I definitely understand. Like I just keep going back to this person, this mother, whoever that person is for you. I just keep going back to them because I just feel like all of this is going to happen for you, but you're always going to kind of go back and be like, I wish that situation was different, or I wish that person was in my life to celebrate this with me, something like that. But either way, you're going to be very happy. Your dreams are going to come true. Your efforts are going to be paid off. Everything. I definitely feel like someone's going to be well off, like financially well off. You're going to buy a house and live happily ever after. Literally, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. And you're going to give your children, if you're going to have children, that life that you've always wanted. And I also do feel, though, for a lot of you that this person will come into your life. Like your mother will come into your life and make amends with you. And it's going to kind of complete everything for you. Because I think your soul, your inner child really needs for your mother to be present. And I feel like they are going to come in and make you feel whole inside. So whatever was missing, whatever you felt that was lacking, with the Four of Wands and the Sun here, it's like it's going to be fulfilled. And it could feel like it's a wish that may never come true, but it's going to come true. So just know that. Recent past is the Eight of Wands. So I feel like you've just been working really hard, really fast. Maybe you haven't really caught a break. I get a very restless energy with this Eight of Wands. I feel like you just haven't really stopped. You've just been go, 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 go. Because you know what you want. It's like you've got the eye on the prize. So you're just going towards it. Nothing is stopping you. Seven of Swords. You could have recently communicated with your mother as well, whoever this person is. the Seven of Wands, and maybe it just didn't go well. There was a lot of arguing, a lot of defensiveness on both ends. People weren't speaking their truth. With the Seven of Swords here, it's like, I don't know why I kind of get this energy from the mother that they just kind of say things just to purposely piss you off. I think they just have their own unhealed wounds from their life that maybe they pick a bone with you, you know, just to get a reaction out of you for whatever reason. But I feel like you no longer let it get to you. You just kind of let them say what they got to say, and you just keep it pushing, because you just know that it's just a lot of chit chat, a lot of nonsense that isn't really necessary. So you kind of just like dismiss it. And you know that if you were to argue it back, it would just get nowhere. It would just be a lot of arguing, and it's just like you're over it. Again, that's what's changing. What you need to know is the Five of Cups. So what I'm feeling here with the Five of Cups, it's like you may not get what you want with your mother, okay? You may not get like that sorry, that apology, an understanding that you want from this person. You may not get it. So just kind of emotionally prepare yourself for that, because when it happens, I don't want you to be completely surprised by it or completely devastated by it. I don't want it to break you. I don't want it to hinder you or affect your emotional needs, because you're going to have a lot to be happy for, and I just would hate for this person to ruin that for you. So don't give your mother, this person, that power. I know, again, it's easier said than done, but just keep that in mind, that if they do something that disappoints you, don't let it ruin this happiness that you built. Okay, like let's say you guys have a party where you're celebrating something that you achieved, and then your mother comes and they say something that really rubs you the wrong way. Don't let them ruin your day, because they will. Like, it's just like they have that power over you. So don't let them get the best of you. Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's like stick to your truth. You know what the truth is. Don't deter yourself from the truth. There's that Eight of Wands again. And speak your truth if you have to, without creating a mess, you know? But just know that what your truth is. Like, stand firm with your truth. And I feel like your truth is everything that we've just talked about right now. That you have a lot to be thankful for. You know, when your mother says things out of line, it's just coming from their unhealed wounds, and we can only have compassion for them, because it just means that they never received the love and support that they needed in their life, right? So it was a cycle that continues. So you're breaking that chain. It ends with you, and you know that. So just stick firm with that truth. Don't fall back, you know, don't create that resistance again. All right, Leo, so this was a beautiful reading. I hope it wasn't too deep for you guys. I hope it wasn't too triggering, because I know subjects like this can be very touchy. So I hope that it helped you. So let's move it over to some oracles and see what the final messages for you are. Freedom, yeah, breaking the chains. Oh my God, I just said that. So there you have it, breaking the chains, freedom. You are breaking yourself from this generational pattern in your family lineage where the mother just never was really there for their kids for whatever personal traumas they went through. Like I said, you're breaking the chain. It ends with you, and you're freeing yourself from this. You're freeing yourself from those limitations that were created from your childhood. Anything that made you feel bad. Knowledge. Yeah, it's because you've been open. You've been receptive to learning other dynamics outside of you, and that's really helped you. It's like, I feel like you're very smart. You could be someone who pursued higher education just because it was interesting for you, not because you wanted to make like a lot of money out of it. It's like you really, really love knowledge and learning, and because of that, you've been able to help others on your journey. I feel like people look up to you a lot. You have a lot of wisdom. I feel like a very old soul within you. Yeah, resources. Like you really knew how to utilize your resources. Like you didn't have maybe the best parental figures, but there's one thing that you had, and it was resources, and you took advantage of that. So that's beautiful. Okay, final message is from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. Live in the moment. What you are looking for is with you. Aries just had this card and I shuffled them. So funny that it popped up again, but exactly. You could be looking for your mother to fill a void in you, you know, but at the end of the day, that's something that you have to fill. Nobody outside of you can fix that because it's in you, okay? And just another message to live in the moment, be happy where you are. Bottom of the deck is heart of the matter, align life's pathways through the heart. Heart of the matter, I'm hearing like heart of the lion, which is very much Leo energy. So just follow your heart, listen to your heart. You know, don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to wear your heart on your sleeve, because that's what makes you strong and courageous. Okay, so just go back to that. Like if that's how you were before all of this, just go back to really listening to your heart and letting your heart lead you. I think that's going to help you, because with that Queen of Swords energy, it's like that wasn't really you being you. Like you had to be the Queen of Swords just to protect yourself. Just know that you can allow yourself to listen to your heart more so. All right, Leo, so that is what I have for you during this time frame. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in your love reading. Bye.